Hello everyone, welcome to your channel Tech. I'm Yogesh Bhavne. So in today's video, we'll see how to get started with the Arduino IoT Cloud. So we are going to use the Arduino IoT Cloud and the Esp32 board. So we'll connect this Esp32 board to the Arduino IoT Cloud and we'll use the DHT11 temperature sensor to monitor the temperature and humidity data over the cloud. So in this video, we'll see all the basic details of the Arduino IoT Cloud. That is how to create the dashboard, how to install the Arduino agent, and we'll see how to upload the sketch from the Arduino web editor. So without wasting time, let's get started. So welcome back everyone. So now we'll see how to create the Arduino IoT Cloud account, and after that we'll configure the IoT Cloud platform. So let's search for Arduino IoT Cloud. So you will get the first link, that is Arduino IoT. So just click on that link. So I have already logged into my account, so that's why it's looking like this. So now what I'll do, I'll just sign out first and we'll see from the scratch how to create the Arduino IoT Cloud account. Now you need to sign in into the Arduino IoT Cloud platform. So if you have your Arduino account, then you can directly sign in by using your email and password. If you don't, you can create your own account by using Facebook or Apple ID or by using your email address. Let's click on Google. So I'll choose this second email address. You can choose your username. So I'll choose the username as Impulse Tech. So just give the necessary permissions and confirm the consent. Now let's click on Create Account. So we'll see how to configure the Arduino IoT Cloud from the scratch. You can see, after successfully logging into your Arduino account, this is how the Arduino IoT Cloud platform looks. Basically it has 5 tabs, like first one is Things, Dashboard, Devices, Integrations and Template. Now let's click on the Thing. We'll see how to create our first thing. So let's click on Create Thing. So for creating a thing, we need to set up 3 things: variable, device and network. So we'll do step by step. So first we'll add the variables. Now in this video we are going to interface DHT11 temperature sensor with the Esp32 board. So we'll connect Esp32 board to the Arduino IoT Cloud platform. So here we are going to monitor 2 parameters. One is temperature and another one is humidity. So we'll see how to add the variables for the same. So we'll click on Add Variable. Now you can give the name to the variable. So here we are monitoring the temperature and the humidity. So I'll give the name as a temperature. As you know that in Arduino programming, we need to select the data type of the particular variable. So same thing we need to do here. So let's see. I'll select temperature. So we need temperature in degrees Celsius. Let's click on that. And now you can see the declaration of your variable is there. Now variable permission. As we know that all the sensors are giving analog or digital input to the Arduino. So that means we can read the data from the sensors. So that's why we have given here read only. Now what is variable update policy? Now we wanted to read the data from the sensor whenever it changes its value. So that's why we keep it on change. Let's click on Add Variable. Now you have successfully added one variable. Now we'll add one more variable, that is humidity. The same thing, select the data type, type here humidity, you will get that. So it's a relative humidity and you can see the declaration is there. And last, just click on Add Variable. So we have added the temperature and humidity. Now we will add one more variable, that is message, which is used to store the string. So let's add here message. So it's a character string basically. Let's click on that. Your string is declared here and just click on Add Variable. So now we have successfully added 3 variables. So in the Things section we have completed one part, that is adding variables. Now let's see how to add the device into the Arduino IoT Cloud platform. So here you can see, select your device. Let's click on that select your device. So Arduino has the list of compatible devices with the Arduino IoT Cloud platform. So I will add all the list of compatible devices in my blog. You will find in description box. Here we don't have Arduino device. We are using the device which is other than Arduino. So we are using the Esp32 board. This is third party device. Now recently Arduino IoT Cloud platform has started its service for the third party devices as well. So we'll click on setup third party device, and now we'll select our device, that is Esp32 board, and select the model of Esp32. So here we'll select the Esp32 dev module. Here you can see Esp32 development module. Let's click on that and click on continue. Now you need to give the name to the device. So I'll write here first take Esp32. Okay, so this is how you can give the name. So let's click on next. For connecting your third-party devices with the Arduino IoT Cloud, Arduino IoT Cloud will create the device ID and the secret key. Now you need to keep this secret key with you, as you will not get this secret key after the configuration of the device. So download the PDF. You will get your device ID and the secret key. Now let's click on I saved my device ID and the secret key, and or else what you can do, let's copy the secret key and let's click on the continue. Now we have all set. Let's click on done. We have completed the second part in the things section. Now the third part is we need to provide the Wi-Fi credentials. As you know that this is the IoT project, we need to connect the Esp32 board to the internet. So for that we need to configure the Wi-Fi network credentials. So let's click on configure. So type the name of your Wi-Fi and the password, and you need to type the secret key that you have copied. As you can see inside the sketch section, your sketch is already built. Now you just need to add few more things and we'll see our project in action. Now before that we'll see how to connect the DHT11 temperature sensor with the Esp32 board. So we'll see the circuit diagram of the same. It's very easy. So this is the circuit diagram for connecting the DHT11 temperature sensor with the Esp32 board. As you know that DHT11 temperature sensor has 4 pins. Out of 4 pins we are only using 3 pins. So the VDD pin is basically the VCC pin, that is plus 5 volt or plus 3.3 volt you can give to the DHT11 temperature sensor. So that's why we have connected this VDD pin to the VIN pin of the Esp32 board. And the data pin. So data pin is basically for reading the data of the DHT11 temperature sensor. So that is connected to the 13th pin of the Esp32 board, and the ground pin is connected to the ground of the Esp32 board. Now we'll modify the Arduino sketch a little bit so that we'll get the desired result on the Arduino IoT Cloud platform. Now this is the code. Now let's click on open full editor. Now Arduino IoT Cloud platform has the web editor inbuilt, as you can see. That means you can directly program your Arduino from the web editor itself. Even if you don't have Arduino IDE downloaded, still you can able to program and upload the code in the Esp32 board. So this is the specialty of the Arduino IoT Cloud platform which I like the most. That means you can directly program your Esp32 board online. It's very easy. So we'll see what we need to add here and how to program and how to upload the code by using the web editor itself. So basically this is the Arduino code or Arduino sketch which is already built for us. So this is the web editor where you can edit your code on the web itself. Now here you can see that we have added 3 variables, that is message, temperature and humidity. These are already declared here, so we don't need to declare these variables once again. So now we wanted to read the temperature and humidity data. So now this is the DHT11 sensor. As we know that we need to install the libraries for the same, for reading the data. Now here on the left hand side of the editor you can see the libraries is there. Just click on the library. Just click on library manager and you will see there are so many libraries available likewise in your Arduino IDE. This is the web based. So this is the web based editor and it still has the n number of libraries. As you can see there are 90 pages. So there are so many libraries available. So we'll search for the DHT11 library. As you can see, you can include these libraries So we need DHT11 temperature sensor library, so we can include this library as well. So we'll include this library in our program. So let's see. So I made this program previously. What I'll do, I'll just copy this code from my previous code. As you can see, this is the same code that we have seen in Arduino web-based editor. Here is the 3 variables that they declared already. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this part, that is including the library. Just copy this part. So now we have successfully included the library for the DHT11 temperature sensor. As you know that we have declared 3 variables at the start. One is message, one is temperature, and one is humidity, as you can see here. Now we need to store the temperature and humidity data in this both the variables, that is temperature and humidity. So for that we need to declare this. So I have declared humidity is equal to HM. So what is HM? HM is basically storing the humidity data, right? And what is temp? The temp is storing the temperature reading. So now we are storing the humidity and the temperature data in the global variables that we have declared here. Only these changes we need to do here, and we'll compile the code and we'll see whether it has any error or not. So it is verifying your sketch. Let's see. As you can see, the code is successfully compiled. You don't need to download anything. It will automatically get saved in your Arduino IoT Cloud platform. Now we'll see how to upload the code from the Arduino IoT Cloud platform web editor itself. So before that, for uploading the code into the Esp32 board, you need to do one important thing for this. You need to connect this web editor to the Esp32 board. The COM port of your laptop should be connected to the web editor of the Arduino IoT Cloud platform. Now how we can do this? So for doing this, you need to install one thing, that is Arduino IoT Cloud Create agent. Now we'll see what is the function of Create agent and how to install the Create agent. Okay, this is the website. So I'll include this website in the description box. So you can install the Arduino Create agent before uploading the code inside the Esp32 board, because the code will not get uploaded in the Esp32 board if you don't install the Arduino Create agent. Basically, the Arduino Create agent is the agent between your device and the web editor. It will connect your device to the web editor for uploading the sketches. Just download the Arduino agent and install it. As I have already downloaded and installed the Arduino agent, so I'll show you how it will appear. After successfully installing the Arduino agent, the small icon of Arduino will appear. Let's right click on that and you can see you can start your Arduino agent or you can pause your Arduino agent. For uploading the code, we need to install the Arduino agent. So we have successfully installed the Arduino agent. Now we'll see how to upload the code to the Esp32 board. Now we will upload the code. As you can see, board has been connected. It says board has been connected. Now I'll select the board which is connected at COM port 4. Let's click here. Now let's click on upload and save. So click on upload. So we have started uploading the code into the Esp32 board. So the uploading start now. So it's uploading the code. So we have successfully uploaded the code to the Esp32 board. Now we will see the temperature and humidity data and we'll create the dashboard for the same. So let's go back to the Arduino IoT Cloud platform. Let's click on go to our IoT Cloud. Now you can see the device is online. That means it is connected to the configured network. Let's go to the dashboard and click on build dashboard. Now this is the area where you can monitor all the sensors data, and we will add various widgets to the dashboard. So first we'll add the widget for the temperature. So we'll add the gauge which indicates the temperature value. So we have added here. So you can rename it as a temperature, and you need to link the variable to this widget so that it can read the values from that variable. So the variable name is temperature. Let's click here and link it, and here we'll select the maximum value up to 40 degrees Celsius and let's click on done. Now let's click on add. Now we'll add the percentage. So here we'll write humidity and we'll select a variable called humidity here and click on done. So as you can see on the screen, the values are updating here in the widgets. So we'll add one more widget, that is chart. We'll add the chart. So we'll click on chart. So in the chart we'll link the variable, that is humidity. So we'll link humidity here. Let's link here and let's click on done. Try to blow air on the humidity sensor and we'll see the output. As you can see, the humidity is increasing. I have just blown the air on the humidity sensor. You can see the changes in the dashboard. So this is how you can create the dashboard for the temperature and humidity monitoring. Now what you can do, you can rename your dashboard. So you can rename your dashboard as well. So as you can see, the values are updating on the dashboard. So this is how you can connect your Esp32 board to the Arduino IoT cloud platform and monitor the sensors data on the cloud itself. So if you have any doubt or any project idea related to the Arduino IoT cloud, just let me know inside the comment box. So if you want circuit diagram or the Arduino code, you can find it in the description box. So if you found this video helpful and knowledgeable, then click on the like button and the subscribe button. So thanks for watching.